Hello, Fems. Happy Wednesday. I am Violette de Ayala. I'm the founder of FemCity, and you are joining me today for our Wednesday series. And we actually live stream through here every single Wednesday. I try to have guests that I think are so not only inspirational and motivational, but guests that can actually share really good, valuable tips and action steps for us to go ahead and design and create the business that we want, the life that we want. And today I have someone who has been a part of FemCity for so long. I'm going to say like at least 10 years. Jill Morgan-Meek, she is a founder of Big Thinkers Marketing Agency. I have known her for, so long. We've worked together in so many different ways. She actually launched our FemCity Rochester community years ago. And she is someone who is 100% passionate about helping small businesses. Always has been, continues to be. So welcome, Jill, today to the FemCity Wednesday series.
Thank you, Violet. I'm so excited to be a part of this. And I'm a cheerleader for FemCity, and you started FemCity, and everything it talks to is just amplifies women in small businesses. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. It's definitely been a crazy year. So behind the scenes in the green room, Jill and I were getting ready, and I was like, you never know. It's gotten to the point now where 2020, like it looks like all technology is connected, but perhaps not. But today, so far, the tech gods, as I say, have been favoring us. If you are joining us live and you'd like to ask questions as we dive in today's conversation, feel free. We'd love to have you join the conversation. And if you're watching it on the replay later on, you can still connect with us. Tag and follow through with adding to the conversation as well. So we're here to help you. Our intention is to give you, again, those action steps that you need to help you to get to where you want to go. Today, we're going to talk about marketing and the holiday season and small businesses. The reason why I think this is such a great topic is because we're starting to get into the holiday season, right? Thanksgiving is next week. And it has been definitely a time for small businesses to pivot. This whole year has been pivot. I'm so over the word pivot. Unprecedented.
We're spinning.
It's like every day. It's every day. So congratulations if you're watching this and you started your own business. Congratulations if you are continuing. If you're thinking about having a business, bravo to you. So my first question to you, Jill, is, I think there are so many small businesses right now who are small business owners that are really exhausted and tired. And they're looking at the holiday season and they're thinking to themselves, is there any point on actually doing any campaigns or marketing their business or their Black Friday sales during this time? I mean, I think there's a large amount of fatigue that's happening on right now. Mm-hmm. What would you say to them in a sense of questioning, if they're questioning whether it's even worth it to market themselves this holiday season?
Well, I think the first thing too is acknowledge, and I know you would agree with me, we're fatigued as well. We're small business owners, and don't think you're alone in it. You have to take it step by step. But yes, you do need to market. And the thing to think about with marketing is you first have to generate the traffic, and you can take it whatever pace you want to take it, but to understand the steps to it. Once you generate traffic, that will turn into leads, that turn into prospects, that turn into sales. But you can take it at whatever pace you want. And I know, we were going to talk about tips, but let's use networking, because FemCity is a great networking opportunity for women. And there's a parallel with networking and social media. We like to meet a lot of people, and on social media, we want to have a lot of likes. But at the same time, you have to be able to manage it. So the objective is not to jump in and get all the meets right away. You want to nurture that meet. I meet Violet. I want to follow up with her. I want to talk to her. What are her pain points? What are my pain points? What do we need help with? How can we do business together? It's not just hone in and, okay, Violet, that's it. Now I go to the next person. And the same with social media. We can get caught up in, did that go viral? How many people commented on it? Yes, all those things are important, but you have to start. You have to generate traffic. Traffic turns to leads. Leads turn to prospects, then to sales. And if you pace yourself, I think that will help with that fatigue.
Yeah, I love that you shared that, because I find that the honest truth is that this year has been so crazy for small businesses, and there is a feeling of desperation, right? Like as soon as March, April, kind of May, and then again, I find that there's another wave of that energy in September, right? When we were like, oh gosh, I thought we were going to be out of this, and now it's September and we're back in it, and now it's a couple more months after that. I really think it's going to be fall of 2021 where things are back to somewhat normal. But I think that I'm glad that you mentioned it like that, and that kind of pace yourself and all the different levels, because I think there's an added frustration with small businesses that are seeing their bottom line. They're seeing like the numbers crash. There's a lot of anxiety, right? How am I going to make payroll? How am I going to make my mortgage payment? How am I going to feed my family? And so there's that energy that we just need those sales now. We need those sales now. And I think that adds to the anxiety when you start kind of going in that direction, whether it's you're buying Facebook ads or you are, just promoting your sales or email marketing, and then you're not seeing the leads show up. You're not seeing that money going into your pocket, that you get even more frustrated, more anxiety ridden. So I'm glad that you actually share that there are steps in that kind of like, process of how a sale really becomes a sale and the money comes into your pocket. It doesn't happen over one social media post. It doesn't happen over one, email. That it is a journey. It is an evolution. And I love that you mentioned at the end of the day, it's human to human connectivity. That is what you mentioned right now, is that people are connecting on a human to human way, meaning like a soulful kind of like saying, what do you need? How can I help you? Versus like, give me your money, which is an avenue that I think it's easy for us to get into when we're feeling that sense of desperation. So I love that you shared the honest truth about that, because there's so many people out there that would have said, well, just send out one email and then you'll make $1 million, or you just post one and it goes viral and there's your $1 million. But the truth is, success does not happen rarely like that.
Well, you taught me this way back when, because I came from a fast-paced business before I joined FemCity. Actually, it happened within 24 hours. My life changed.
Right.
But the one thing you taught me, and that again associates to what we're talking about, is you have to take care of yourself. You would tell me all the time, slow down, take care of yourself. You take care of yourself, and then you can move forward. So we can even strip away more layers of this and say, well, if you're fatigued, first take care of yourself. Then start the marketing process. So, but that's kudos to you. You taught me that.
Aw, thank you. Thank you. And we have Patricia joining us, and Martine all the way from Provence, France. She says FemCity is so much help for businesswomen. Thank you so much. And Patricia is loving this question. She's loving the conversation. So for those of you that are watching, feel free to ask questions. We're here for you guys. So let us know if there's a question that you want me to ask Jill. We're here literally to help you with your business. What are some ways, Jill, that small business owners can really start to leverage this time to promote their business, whether it's a Black Friday or a Cyber Monday or a Small Business Saturday, which are all coming up next weekend? What are some ways that they can really start to create ways of people to notice them? You mentioned, brand recognition. You mentioned just kind of, making sure that people see you and getting out there. But what are some ways that you have found that can really help small businesses?
Well, I think number one is you have to sell yourself. Before you can sell your product or your service, people want to know the about you, especially when it's a small business owner. Think about when you do walk into a locally owned boutique, let's use that as an example, and you've gone in there a couple times and now they know your name, you know their name, they may know, what kind of ice cream you like or how you take your coffee, because conversations come about. But that is the connection back to human connectivity. So sell yourself, tell you're about. And that's what I started to do. Remember, right when COVID took part, I had a boutique that I closed. It was a consignment boutique. And the first thing I did is I was asking people to let me interview them, small business owners, Small Talk with Jill. I just want to hear your story. So if you can have somebody tell your story or you tell your story yourself, it's important because they'll be able to connect with you. You know, do you have a family? Do you have kids? Do you, are you from, where are you from? Everyone has a story.
Yeah.
So
love that.
That would be number one on the list.
And you can do that. So if you guys are watching right now and you're saying, well, I had to close out my brick and mortar, the about you, when I look at the FemCity analytics, the about me, about FemCity and about Violet is one of the most clicked on pages. And think about those businesses that you love, those small businesses that you love. Generally, there's someone there that you connect with that makes it so that you feel more at home there. And then you're willing to, I know for myself, some of the local restaurants here, the bookshop as an example, it just makes you feel, and you're okay to pay. I'm okay to pay 10% more, 20% more to support local and small. And because I know someone there, it also makes you feel like you're supporting a friend. You want to make sure that you have that connectivity. So I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that one. What are some other ways that they can go ahead and get started?
Well, another one was networking, as I touched on before, and FemCity. So I know you're not looking for me to cheerlead, but I am going to, because it changed my world. And I have to tell you, when COVID started and you started offering all these programs to people, to women, and the networking, the Wednesday networking, it's invaluable. It's priceless. But again, I want to remind people to pace it. It's not about how many people it's not about how many people did I meet. It's about making that quality connection. That other person isn't going to go away. You'll meet them, but just pace yourself. We can relate that to LinkedIn. How many times do people they may write, you don't know me, but I want you to be a connection. At least write hi.
Yeah. My favorite for LinkedIn is as soon as you accept them, 2 seconds later, they're like, can you buy from me? Will you buy from me? Hire me. And I'm like, it's gotten to a point where I just really, if there's any kind of sales included in the title, I hesitate a little bit. So yeah, I love that you mentioned that, because I think that's true with, I know in real life, when people start networking, they go in there and they have a goal of, adding 1,000 people to their database, and they're collecting all the business cards, and they're not really present. And the truth is that networking, to be really successful, your circle of influence has to be there, and you're not going to be able to do it alone. And you meet those people. You can meet them anywhere, but specifically in networking events or networking platforms like we now have for the virtual, is that taking the time to meet one person and getting to know who they are and what their needs are and how you can help them, being more intentional with that. I've seen a lot of our femmes doing that with their coffee chats, where they kind of have virtual coffees together, and it makes a huge difference. Listen, those femmes are making a lot of money. They're growing their business during this time. So because they're making the time to network and with each other. So, I love that tip. All right. What other tips do you have for us?
So building awareness. And again, that's a little different from, selling your product. When you're building your awareness, the way I see it is, and I'm not knocking any MLNs, please know that. I don't want any hate mail here. But a lot of times in that process, there is a process on how they do it. And, talk to your family and friends, sell them first. But when I'm saying build awareness, I'm build awareness with your family and friends. Who best to talk through your ideas? They'll be honest with you if it's a good idea or a bad idea. When I transitioned back in April from closing one business and opening 3, I was like, Violet, here I have these great ideas, but what do you think? Is it?
Right.
So it was, I built awareness with you. I built awareness with my family, and it's a little different than, selling yourself. I'm not looking to sell. I'm just looking to the people that will be honest with me.
Right.
Then,
and you go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
Even creating a focus group. So a lot of times, if you have a new business or a new product, or if you have a sale that's coming up and you have an idea, the best thing to do is to reach out to some of the people that are in your demographic. They may not be clients or customers right now, but ask their opinion, and I love having people read through the copy in the campaigns to make sure that it resonates with them, because sometimes I'll draft something up and I think it's great. And then I'll send it to, I'll send it to someone and they're like, I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't get it, because it's, I write about it all the time, but I don't realize like other people that are not familiar with that may not understand it. So it's always wise to either create a focus group that's more casual, or more, you can do obviously a more structured one, but that's a great place to go ahead and start, because then those people know about your brand, they know about what you're looking to do, and it never fails. They'll go out into the community and someone will say, hey, do you know someone who can do like, I'm looking to get interviewed on a TV show, or I'm looking to, do you know someone? Oh yeah, I have a great person. So that's really how those referrals start. They start at that point. And then obviously you have to do the work, you have to excel, you have to have integrity, and then those people start referring more business to you.
And they bring ideas. So often they'll bring a great idea that you're like, oh, I should have thought of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Or, oh, there's another way of doing it. Or, oh, have you thought about this person? Or even like collaborations that can come from that.
Exactly.
Absolutely. All right. So what else?
Another one that this really has happened through COVID is I'm continue to learn new software, just all sorts of different things. I can't even begin to tell you my collection of what's in my toolbox now. I'm constantly challenging myself. Here, I'll tell you a funny story. So on my Shop's website, there was something on it that I wanted to get off. And I called customer service 3 times, or tech support, I should say. And I am not a computer person. I grew up when computers were invented, right? so I'm self-taught. And 3 times they told me, no, you can't. You're going to have to rebuild your whole website. This morning, I said, I'm not taking that for an answer. I went in and I'm like, I'm going to figure this out. Now I feel like calling the company. Do you want to hire me? I can do some part-time tech support, but constantly challenge yourself. I grew up that, you learn everything, if it's you do everything from taking out the trash to, to whatever, running the business, which I think is something similar that you believe in. You're always challenging yourself with new technology.
I love that. And I love that you share that, because a lot of femmes I know have been hesitant during this time of getting on and doing Facebook Lives or doing an Instagram interview, or, even doing like an IG Live. I know that there's a lot of hesitation there. And the truth is that when you challenge yourself, you become more comfortable in that place. And then I think that's where really great opportunity rests. Opportunity is not going to come to you when you're kind of like not pushing yourself, not challenging yourself. You're kind of like, at this level of not moving forward. And even in my life, every time I've stepped forward into that area of challenging myself where I'm uncomfortable, I don't know really what I'm getting into, let me figure out this platform or this software, this marketing, or this, there's always been growth there. So I'm so glad that you mentioned that, because so many of our femmes really hesitated when we shifted onto more of a virtual platform, not just through FemCity, but everything, right? All business. There was a really big learning curve and a lot of anxiety. And I know for sure that so many of them are very grateful for that moment that they stepped in there. It's scary, but they stepped into that area and they learned some ways of how to market themselves in more efficient ways.
I was speaking with a friend of mine that has a gorgeous boutique, a very high-end boutique. Just yesterday, actually, I think this conversation was, and she just felt like, I'm too old to learn how to make an online shop. And, if you can't let people come in and you still need, there is a solution, whether it's Facebook Live sales or an online shop, just take your time, think it through, and ask for help, Hello, ask for help, right? That's probably, that should have been at the top of the list of this. Ask for help. Ask for help.
I don't know why women don't think that they can do that. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. And I was there too. I never asked for help. Saying when I was little, apparently I would say to my family all the time, Madi Ase, which is my nickname, Madi. And then Ase is like to do. And apparently my dad told my husband that. And so anytime I would like kind of like not ask for help, when I needed help, he would go, I know you're going to that Madi acid kind of mentality. And it's true. I just had that as a child and then growing up and just, I don't know why women, I don't know.
So
Hopefully
true.
we change that for 2021
Yes.
where we ask for more help. All right, we're wrapping up. So final advice that you have for femmes?
Believe in yourself, believe in your product, believe in your team. If there's any piece of that isn't working, take a look at it and reevaluate. It might need a little shuffling, but don't get caught in icky. Make sure it feels good.
Yeah, love that. Yeah, because I always tell people I can teach you how to make a lot of money and I can teach you how to make scalable businesses, but I cannot teach you how to believe in yourself. You've got to, that has to come from, you can read all the books, you can hire all the coaches down deep inside. You got to do that work to believe in yourself that you can, you have the everything it takes to create the life you want. And so you've got some love coming through. Martine says, very interesting chat. A lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of discussions. Martine also says, I love that American women are so natural and so honest.
Oh,
interesting. Yeah.
Oh, that was
Martine. And Patricia, wow, I'm glad to know I'm not the only one that doesn't ask for enough help. I don't know why.
You're not alone. You're not
alone. Yeah. And even I would say during this time, maybe reach out to other businesses and other brands to see if there are ways that you can collaborate and help. I know a lot of femmes literally asked for, hey, I have this new product. I would love for you to share it if you could with some friends. And people do. People, will share it if they really know you and they honor, they know what you do. Just ask. And then of course, Patricia says it's about believing you're worthy. And that's a whole other conversation.
Oh yeah. That's a
whole, actually for 2021, our programming curriculum for FemCity will have more programming when it comes to money and wealth and also with worthiness. I feel like we need to have that. So for 2021, that's what we're working on because
now I'm looking forward to 2021.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're all looking forward to 2021.
Yeah, really. We're done with 2020. That's
exactly. Jill, this was so wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your tips. For those that joined along with us, let us know how it goes. Work on your About Us. See if you can get interviewed. Those Instagram live interviews are wonderful. I interview femmes on Tuesdays. They always do really well. People get to hear their stories. So see if you can get interviewed on any platform. Network, go out there, make it a point to meet 1 or 2 people a week.
Yes.
Help them, be of service, help them, of course, and they'll help you. So that was the second tip that she shared. Third one, building awareness about your brand. So reach out, creating that focus group, reaching out and telling friends and neighbors and colleagues what you do, sharing content that also builds awareness for your expertise, and then also challenge yourself. So step out of your comfort zone, think about ways that you can go ahead and push yourself a little bit more so that you can step into that place where opportunity is. And your 5th tip was worthiness. Believe in yourself. Yeah, I think that, and again, this could be a whole other segment, a whole other series or episode. I feel like if you don't believe in yourself, it comes across your energy. So you'll be kind of like, so I'm going to pretend I don't believe in myself and I'm going to try to sell you this pen. So, hey, so this pen, it's really great. And it's black and it's really wonderful. And it's, I made it and it's, it's only $1 versus hey, this pen is amazing. Look at this. It writes so well. It's black and it's only $1. So your energy definitely changes when you believe. Yeah, totally different. So, and Patricia says, thank you, Violet and Jill and heart. So thank you so much, Patricia.
Thank you.
Yeah, right back at you. Jill, how can femmes find you? You mentioned, obviously you're the founder of Big Thinkers marketing agency. What are some other ways that femmes can find you to learn more about the work you do?
Well, right now, if there's any small business owner here that is selling a product or a service online, I think I can help you through Shop Jill's. So Shop Jill's has become a mall for small business owners with advertising. So I encourage you to go to Shop Jill's, send me a message, see how you can get involved. What happens often with a small business owner is you make a website because you're told, make a website, but you get lost in the chaos. And what I'm doing is under one umbrella on this platform, promoting small businesses. So we know we have an upcoming Small Business Saturday. Well, I want to promote small businesses every day. You can shop 24/7 online everywhere, all these small businesses. And we have some amazing femmes that are joining Shop Jill's. So find me there or Big Thinkers. And thank you so much for this conversation. And I hope that people will reach out to us and ask us more questions. We're here to help. Don't hesitate to ask.
Absolutely. And for Saturday of next week, getting back for whatever reason something's happening. But next Saturday on the Facebook FemCity group, we'll have a thread so you can promote your small business there too. And thank you so much, Jill. I'm so happy that we had a chance to share tips. And you guys, we hope you guys have a great, prosperous, profitable weekend next weekend, marketing your business, your services, your products, and we will see you
next week. Pace yourself.
Exactly. Much love.
Much love to you. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.